Have you ever felt like you're on a treadmill you just can't get off of? You're working harder than ever, maybe even earning more money, but you just can't seem to get ahead? You feel stuck. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, then you're in the right place.
Just let that sink in for a second. More income, but somehow less security. More work, but less actual progress. It's a feeling millions of us are having right now, and I want you to know you are definitely not alone in this.
And look, this isn't happening because you're lazy or because you're bad with money. That feeling you have is real, and the reasons behind it are, well, kind of hidden. So we're going to break it all down, step by step. All right, let's get into it.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? We hear all the time on the news about how the economy is growing, how the market is strong, but for so many of us, day-to-day life just feels harder. The numbers we hear just don't match the reality we're living.
And this slide just nails that disconnect perfectly. On one side, you've got everything we were told to do, right? Get the degree, work the long hours, climb the ladder for that higher salary. But then you look at the reality. Owning a home feels impossible, you're living paycheck to paycheck, and a single emergency, like a car repair, could just completely wipe you out. And here's the thing, this isn't an accident. The system has rules, and for a lot of us, we've been playing a losing game without even knowing it.
So what's really going on here? Well, it boils down to 4 hidden rules. Think of them as these invisible forces that are quietly working against you. So let's pull back the curtain and expose them, one by one.
Okay, first up, inflation. And this isn't just some boring economic term. It's a silent thief. Seriously, nobody's breaking into your house, but every single day, the value, the actual buying power of your money is being drained from your bank account.
And this right here shows you exactly how it works. The cost of everything you actually need, food, rent, healthcare, and education, it just keeps going up and up. But your paycheck? For most people, it's barely budging. And that is why the old advice to just save your money is now a recipe for falling behind. Your savings are actually losing value every single year.
All right, hidden rule number 2 is the debt trap. Our society basically teaches us that borrowing money is normal. It's how you get the things you want now. The car loan, the mortgage, the credit cards. It's all sold to us as the key to living a good life.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Look at this distinction. The middle class is encouraged to use debt to buy a lifestyle, things that go down in value, like cars and clothes. But the wealthy? They use the exact same tool, debt, to buy assets, things that make them more money. It's the same financial product, just used for completely opposite results. It's a huge difference.
This one sounds familiar, right? This was the promise, the script we were all handed for a stable, successful life. Just follow these steps and you'll be set.
But the rules of that game have totally changed. The modern education system is fantastic at creating skilled employees, but not so much at creating owners. It teaches us to follow instructions for a steady paycheck, which is great for stability, but it doesn't really teach us how to build real wealth or create our own opportunities.
And the final hidden rule, well, this is one we do to ourselves. It's called lifestyle inflation. So you get a raise, and what's the first thing you do? Get a nicer car, right? You get a promotion, so you move into a bigger apartment. Your income goes up, sure, but your expenses go right up with it. You end up financially in the exact same spot. It's a trap.
So, if those are the rules of the losing game, how do you start playing a different one? It really starts with understanding the mindset of people who have already figured this out. Let's take a look at how they build a totally different financial reality for themselves.
This table makes the contrast so clear. For the middle class, the focus is on a salary. For the wealthy, it's on cash flow. It's not about job titles, it's about ownership. And it's not about saving, it's about investing. The big takeaway here is that it's not just about earning more money, it's about what you do with the money you earn. That changes everything.
And this is the core principle right here. They focus on buying assets, things like businesses, real estate, stocks, things that generate income for them even when they're not actively working. Their money is out there working for them 24/7.
Okay, so this is all great to know, but how do you actually make this shift yourself? Look, this is not about getting rich overnight. It's about taking clear, strategic steps to change the game you're playing. So here's your escape plan.
4 simple steps. Number 1, build new income. And this isn't just about a side hustle. It's about giving yourself security. When you're not totally dependent on one paycheck, you have options, you have leverage. Number 2, invest, don't just save. Remember that silent thief, inflation? Well, investing is how you outrun it. You put your money to work so it grows faster than prices are rising. Number 3, delay upgrades. That next raise or bonus you get, instead of getting a bigger car payment, use that money to buy an asset that pays you. You're basically trading a little bit of short-term comfort for long-term freedom. And finally, number 4, maybe the most important of all, learn money skills. Actively go out and learn about finance, about wealth creation, all the stuff they never taught us in school. This is the foundation that makes everything else possible.
And that really is the heart of it. This is about a change in strategy, a change in your mindset. It's about recognizing the rules of the game you've been forced to play and then consciously choosing to play by a new set of rules, your own.
So I'll just leave you with this question. Now that you've seen these hidden rules laid out, what do you think is the biggest one holding you back? Because just identifying it, becoming truly aware of it, that is the absolute first step you have to take to escape.